along the Great Australian Bight, and it's basically a 300-foot sheer cliff into sharky waters below.
Probably our most shark-infested waters.
Yeah. People say, what's this Great Australian Bight? And they say it's where the shark took a bite out of Australia, and
Pretty much.
that's kind of what it looks like.
Pretty crazy place. So was this a project you approached them for as well?
It was, like I said, It was...
Same deal?
Same deal. They just, every year I kept trying to come up with different projects.
Yep.
And this is one that made it through the books.
Yep.
I went down there, had the full-on crew again because of what I was doing. I trained for 3 months here on the Gold Coast with a fellow Ironman, Wes Berg. He did a lot of training with me because it was something different from the day in, day out of hang gliding that I normally do. Whereas I was going to be flying at high speeds for a long period of time.
Yep.
So I sort of did a lot of training for that to try and, normally in a competition day I would spend 10 minutes of the day flying at high speed, which is the final glide into the finish point.
Yep.
Whereas this was going to be, potentially hours.
Trying to get fast as possible.
Trying to fly at high speed down a cliff in strong winds. And then I had the water training as well because I didn't have a lot of options. If I committed to the project, one of my landing options was the water.
Yuck.
Which, is not ideal in a hang glider when you're all strapped in and in a cocoon type thing in a harness. And
yep.
So I did a fair bit of training in the Miami pool with my equipment.
Yeah, right.
Jumping in. And
trying to release and that.
Trying to get out of the harness and all that stuff under the water. And I was quite amazed on, probably the first time I did it, I probably would have drowned.
Really?
Because I didn't get out.
Yep.
Like I had to come up for air before I could, get out because and then, after weeks of that, I was out of the harness and swimming 20 meters down the pool under the water. So things like that I had to do for the project. In case of emergency, obviously, it wasn't what I wanted to do, but
that's just that.
It was just that fact that I was going to be flying over the water and for such a long period of time. And